Okay, so are we actually talking about Bowser?
No.
Okay,
I picked the Samus game,
okay, okay.
but we could talk about it for like 5 minutes or less.
Yeah,
Just like, um,
you can just cover a
how do
few
you not hit a
things.
shield?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, what does that mean? Like, you just grab more, or like,
Well, I guess if we're gonna if it's just like not hitting someone's shield, it pretty much just means in spots where they're clearly gonna be shielding, try and play around like options that they like would reasonably do out of shield that like don't put you in the way of shield. So like the most basic example of that is like, oh, I'm just gonna like cover the spot right in front of his shield, like wave dash length, because if he wave dashes out, then I'll just like hit him or whatever. It's kind of different for
mm-hmm.
Bowser because Bowser's really fucking slow and he has like a 20 frame jump squat, so you like don't really have to be that preemptive with him. But like, that's kind of the sentiment where it's like, in general with melee, if it's like someone's just shielding a bunch and you don't want to deal with them shielding, you could just like space in front of them, or you could like just, you know, laser or
Okay.
something, right? You could just
Yeah.
like kind of ignore them. You don't have to like do anything with them.
Yeah. I feel like if I just forced him to do moves,
Mhm.
his moves are so bad that yeah, I would win.
Yeah, right. It's like Bowser's so bad that if you just like you could, it doesn't even matter what you do. You could just decide I'm going to ignore shield. I'm not going to think of doing a good thing. I'm just going to ignore it. And it's like everything else Bowser can do is so bad that it's like that might just be enough to beat every Bowser.
Yeah.
There's also other things you could do, like specifically doing like cross up aerials on shield that are like later timed and then just shielding after, right? And then if Bowser just autopilot uppies on a shield, then you do aerial shield and then you just get to like, you know, whiff punish the up B essentially. But that only works with like later aerials, right? And so it's like that's also a thing you could do if you don't want to like deal with up B on a shield. And it's not like, Bowser's good enough to like do a back air on a shield and like have it be fast or anything. You don't have to worry about anything if you're shielding behind them, right? And so
I
it's
see.
like that's also a thing you could do. Or I mean, honestly, you could also run up and grab it if you really want to, because they will just sit there shielding, but that has some risk with it technically. So it's like you don't really need to do it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on Bowser? I could probably help.
I just kind of know what didn't work.
Mhm.
Maybe so like I would do like running shine
Yeah.
like during his lag,
Mm.
but then he would just like up B instantly out of lag. So if I was like 1 frame late, like a lot of times I would hit his invincible frame of up B with my
Yeah.
shine, and that was like the timing everything was happening at. I would
Mm-hmm.
always be like 1 frame late. Or like I would be coming in with like a full hot bear or
Yeah.
nair, and then like before I even touch, like he's like not he's like standing, and then like the above part of him,
Yeah.
I
It
would
just
get
like
hit
hits
by
you
the
out of
up
it.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so it was like even it was like all that preemptive stuff.
Mm.
It would
It would go pretty poorly.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think I
Um.
just needed to let him come at me.
Yeah.
You can't really like out tech skill like, or you can't just like like you can't just like spam tech skill on him to win.
Yeah, it's just because
If
like since shield's a decent option for him, there's a lot of times where you'll just end up next to him shielding, and or when he's shielding and you'll get like boomed, and it's like, well,
yeah,
Bowser can't fucking dash, he can't jump, so it's like, why not just like stand on the other side of the screen lasering and then like doing things like spacing down tilts or like turning your back and like short hop bearing and like running around him and stuff because it's not like he can catch you. And I think
yeah,
if you are gonna like try and interact with him, I feel like you could do stuff like seeing him jump and then like staying close enough to where if you see him jump, you could just like up smash him out of the air. Because it's not like Bowser's gonna do an early aerial. He doesn't have any good early. Like he has fair, but like early fair only works when you're point blank, and he's not gonna do an early fair. And so it's like you could just stand relatively close to him, close enough to where you can up smash him, but not close enough to where you can get hit by fair. And then you could just like see him jump and be like, oh, time to up smash, right? Or like, oh, time to nair him, and then like a lot of the time that kind of stuff will go well, and it's really hard for Bowser to like outplay it once he's like in the air.
hmm
I don't even know if he can outplay it. I think he can like get double jump cheese, but like he really can't like do things.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I also noticed he had like a similar thing to Samus
Mhm.
where drill hits. Like if you don't hit with like the last hit of drill,
Yeah.
he'll be able to up B like before you can do anything.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
So you gotta be careful with like those drills
Yeah, you
that
have to
aren't
be kind of
named.
aware and drill shield. You know, you could do drill
Yeah,
shield. Fuck is he gonna do? He's Bowser. You know,
yeah.
can't beat shield.
But not not overall bad.
Yeah,
Um, in terms of other stuff, I beat a pretty good fox
nice.
at my last tournament, like one of the better New Jersey foxes.
Mhm.
So that was like my first good win probably,
Nice.
like ever.
Has all the combo stuff been going better?
Yeah, I think the only reason I beat him was I just like kept killing him like near to
Mm-hmm.
death.
Nice.
Like uh but yeah, he was like I knew he was like outplaying me in neutral, but then he just like played badly. So then
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, if
like
he's not killing you off the hits, him playing neutral well doesn't matter. You know,
yeah.
if you can't kill, that's the name of the game. So unlucky man. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Actually, game 2 he four stocked me. He four stocked me, but then I just beat him again.
Yeah,
So,
that's funny.
not bad.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. Did you guys end up playing on FD?
No, he banned FD. So,
That makes sense. Understandable. I was just curious.
yeah.
Um, yeah, then I guess we could talk about Samus now. Um, how were these matches? Have you like thought about Samus before? Do you know what like she does and stuff?
Yeah, that same tournament I lost to Samus.
Mhm.
And then after that, I looked up some YouTube guides. And
Mhm.
then I took really detailed notes on like a fiction lesson that went over the matchup.
Nice.
And then I played the Samus match that I sent you,
Yeah.
kind of using those ideas.
Nice.
Um,
What were the ideas?
so using running shine,
Okay.
a lot more,
Mhm.
staying grounded,
Yep, I agree. That's good.
um, and then for sharking,
Yeah.
use up tilt and up smash
Yep.
more than like up air.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you never need to like preemptively up air trying to shark. You could just like wait on the ground,
Yeah.
kind of like Luigi.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, and then in the like you can just full hop over missile.
Yeah.
I kind of kept full hopping, double jumping,
Mhm.
like double jumping for no reason, even though I'm already over the laser.
Yeah.
But now you just like you can full hop, you can air through it.
Yep, you could nair, you could dash attack, you could forward tilt, jab, jump over it, shield it. You could, yeah, you could do all those things. Anything else?
And then play center. And
Yep.
then even if she's like high percent near the edge, you still want center because if she gets that down smash on you
You
at the
die.
edge, you just die.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
not even worth hitting her at
Yep. I
all
agree.
near the
Simply
edge.
just, yeah. No, I agree with all that. For the running shine stuff, um, did you have any like specific thoughts on it, or was it just like I need to running shine more? Like, why? I guess do you feel like running shine is something that you
Um,
should use more?
it was kind of like that idea with the rule of three, if you know what
Oh
fiction.
yeah, I've heard him talk about
It's
that.
like the chic F tilt. You can just like dash forward, dash back, dash forward,
Yeah,
and then running shine. Like, cause Samus can only like
she has to cover things preemptively. That's her only
yeah,
option.
she can
So
only like F tilt that timing.
yeah.
But then also if she does like wave dash back, you can still do like wave shine D tilt and catch that kind of.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah.
Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had any like I guess reasoning behind it. But no, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Characters like Samus and Sheik, where they like have to do something on reaction to you dashing forward, not like you deciding to like whatever. Not like other characters, and they have to like their tilts are like a pretty set timing. Characters like those, you have to definitely like play into the rule of threes thing where it's like since my first dash baited them to do something, by the time I end up doing my third dash, which would be the forward dash, it like lines up with that timing, or like using wave dash down stuff and understanding how that works. Because I personally think that wave dash down um, is a more efficient way to achieve that. Just because at the end of the day, the only thing they could see is you dashing forward. So it's like
Mm.
they're not like you dashing back and then dashing back in doesn't actually mean anything other than to like set up the timing right. And so it's like if your initial dash forward is the only meaningful part, then why not like wave dash down to like set up the spacing effectively right? And I think that like in some spots it's best to dash back just because like you also want to like potentially decide to avoid dash attack because sometimes people see you dash forward and their thing is like I'm going to meet them in the middle, so they like do dash attack or like overshoot stuff, right? Or maybe they're reading you dashing back out of your dash forward, um, or not reading you dashing back, reading you wave dashing down, and so it's like sometimes it is good to dash back, but I do want to at least present the idea that like since the threat is in the dash itself, you have like a variety of things you could do out of that spot that all like kind of fit like the timing, but function a little bit differently. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like wave dash down's a good one. Full hop is obviously a good one. Even like what's it called? Using like empty hop is good at some spacings like that because it like gives another layer of thing that they have to react to and it slightly changes what they're like what they would be looking for and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think those are all like good like things to do in that spot where you're like trying to, you know, potentially bait out like a defensive action.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if I have any other thoughts. I guess I want to ask when you're playing against Samus, what do you feel like your goals like in neutral are? Like what are the positions that you feel like are good for you to like or what are the positions that you want Samus to end up in and like how do you think that you're going to end up like getting her in that position? Like what are the ways that she gets hit and would end up in a bad spot?
I just want to get her in the air, so like
Yeah.
up throw is like
Yep.
perfect for that.
Grabbing's good.
Uh, I also want this. I feel like I want to stay grounded.
Yeah. I think being on the ground is better
Because
than being in the air.
just like my aerials aren't that great.
Yeah.
Like in air, you just get down smash,
Yep.
drill, you get doesn't even combo.
Yeah, there's weird hurt box stuff with drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Very good CC'd.
Yeah, it's just like the wave shine into like a launcher.
Yeah.
And then up throw kind of.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I guess for other options that you can do when grounded that I guess are relevant. I'm sure you've heard either Fiction or KJH talk about like down tilt stuff. Down tilt's really good because it's Fox's like only forward facing poke move. Technically forward tilt also functions this way, but you don't really get value from forward tilt against a lot of characters. So down tilt's good against Samus because it lets you have a spaced poke and you get like an up air off of it or like a back air. You get like value, you know, and it can't be CC'd super late. So down tilt's good, as well as running shine. I think lasering a lot is really good, and I don't know if Fiction mentioned this, but I guess one of the like points in the Fox Samus matchup where I feel like Fox is explicitly winning is when Samus is chasing Fox, and so it's like Fox is obviously faster than Samus, right? And so you have like you can be way more mobile than her. And I think that like since Samus is a floatier character and she has things like, you know, her F tilt or her up B or down smash or like she has up tilt, she has more things like that that are like directly committal. I think that like by virtue of those being things that she has to do like in neutral all the time, but you being like, you know, mobile enough to play evasively, when you play like evasively either by like going to the platforms and jumping over her or like, you know, juking her out and like maybe trading positions on the floor in spots like those, what I guess like if you can get her to use a laggy thing to try and hit you well you're like being evasive, she ends up in a really bad position afterward and you can either directly hit her for it or like pressure her really hard. Um, it's like, imagine if like you're on the side platform and you're like, I'm gonna dash forward, full hop off, and then Samus decides like, I'm gonna do dash forward, short hop nair under the platform to try and hit him, and you like, jump over the nair and then get to fall down. Doesn't it seem like you hit the ground really fast and Samus still has to like float through the air in nair lag, and then you can like, sometimes you get to hit her, sometimes you get to pressure her landing really hard, and it's like that was a massive commitment for her, right?
Right.
And so I think that like is a big part of the matchup, making Samus like have to work to hit you, move forward. Like she has to commit since you're like fast enough to evade her all the time, right?
Okay.
I think that's a big part. I'm sure Fiction's mentioned it as well, but Samus is pretty bad at dealing with shield since she has like a grapple for her grab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so using shield when you can, I think, is really good because it's like, unless she's gonna raw grab you, which is a really big commitment because it's really slow, right? And it's not easy to hit moving targets with that grab. Then, if you don't shield, she just gets BTFO'd essentially. She just gets hit super hard, and you get to like running shine up smash or running shine down tilt or like charge up smasher, right? Since there's that much risk associated with it, you could use shield in a lot of spots to defend yourself. And it's good against things like forward tilt that you can wave dash shine out of shield, or like down tilt that you can wave dash, like even up smash. Down tilt's really laggy. Down smash you could do wave dash up smash, as well as like things that are faster like shine and stuff. And up tilt you actually can't wave dash shine. Up tilt you should like wave dash back if it hits her shield, but it hits her shield instead of it hitting you. So I guess that's kind of the sentiment where it's like, if you shield, she has to do something very risky to hit you, and you get a lot of value if she does the wrong thing on your shield, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why shield I think is really good. I don't think I have anything else I want to say before we just watch. Do you have any thoughts or questions?
Just a thought that I'm pretty bad against floaties, like in general, compared to my the fast fallers now. It's
Yeah.
just like it's crazy how the difference in like my play when I see a
Yeah.
Peach or Jigglypuff or Samus.
I think it is really different for Fox because when you play Fox against like Falcon or Falco or Fox or whatever, there's a lot of times when you can just be direct and it won't be that big of a deal. Maybe you'll have better tech skill, maybe you'll be slightly faster, and then you get like a combo off of it. And so it like the risk reward in effect ends up being better than like otherwise. But with like floaties, if you go for like the risky nair or whatever and it goes well, you get nothing, right? But if it goes wrong, you die. Where it's like against Falco, I think, the risky kind of cheesy nair has way more ways that it could go well. And if it goes well, he could just die. And if it goes poorly, some things might go wrong randomly. And then for him, and then, maybe he kills you some portion of the time too. But it's like, there's, with the what's it called? The like heavier weight matchups, since there's like more value to be gained in like doing things that aren't like necessarily the best, it feels a lot better to play. But a lot of the floaties, directly interacting with them is just a loss. So
yeah.
And it's also because they have more range than you, right? Fox, that's a big weakness of Fox that like people bring up but like don't talk about, the implications of it. But like Peach having moves, all of her moves being bigger than yours, just means that if you both do a move at the same time, you will not hit her, right? And by virtue of that, it's like, okay, well, if we both do moves at the same time and I'll never win, I like have to change the way I play to do less things that like directly interact with her hitboxes, right?
Yeah.
And that would probably be, waiting for her to whiff, or like pressuring her with spaced aerials, or when she's like in a bad position or something. And, the same goes for characters like Samus or, Jigglypuff sometimes, or even Falcon, who has big moves, and Marth too, Sheik. I mean, every character, I guess, has more range than Fox. But yeah, I think that is honestly why the floaty matchups feel so different, and sometimes feel way worse to play. Is it's like you just don't, if you're trying to play those matchups in ways that are like direct or like hitbox or hitbox, you're just gonna get like destroyed. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. When you start streaming. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, cool. Let me know when you're in.
Yep.
Oh,
Ready.
okay. We should probably talk about dealing with missiles. I know you talked about how you could full hop over them, which I think would have been a great idea here, since you could just go to the platform and be safe. Um, I also think that you could also do something like, you know, maybe do like a fade back nair here, and it's pretty hard for Samus to actually hit because there's such a large distance between you, and so maybe that's a way that you could deal with the missile. But generally, I think you should just jump to the platform. You have no reason not to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you fell through the platform and landed on the missile. Not good. Man,
Oh my gosh.
it's just this is just like so weird. I don't know why the Samus is like I'm gonna side B and then bomb. It's like what the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
guy
don't
was
know.
bombing all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think these bombs are good. I guess I feel like there's no reason for you to like decide to jump off the platform here, right? I feel like you were talking about how like you feel like it's better to be on the ground against Samus, and I guess I agree with you. And I think one of the reasons why that's the case, or why I feel that way, is that like if Samus like I mean she even bombed here, but if Samus like nared here, she would be hitting you before you even get to her, right?
Interesting.
Her
Yeah.
nair is bigger than your nair, right? Air to air, I feel like most of her hitboxes are bigger than yours, and so it's like, you know, if her hitboxes, this is kind of the thing I was talking about with like interacting directly with them isn't really that good. It's like if her moves are bigger than yours and you're trying to hit her with your smaller moves, what do you think's going to happen, right? You're probably going to get hit first. And so that's why I kind of feel like in this position where it's like you saw her jump, maybe you saw her jump at this point or something. It's like, did you like really need to jump off? And then if you didn't see her jump and you decide to jump off, it's like, what about her being on the ground, like actionable, makes you want to jump off? I guess, right? Because it's like,
Right.
what's she gonna do? She's not gonna let you hit her. She can move, right? So she's probably gonna like wave dash back or shield or something, right? And so
Yep.
it kind of feels like in this situation, all the outcomes that could have happened, weren't really that like valuable, which is why I kind of don't feel like good about the jump. But afterward, you played it well. Dash danced. I think this running shine wasn't that good. I think the idea to running shine was good, but the way you did it was not good. And
It's too late.
yeah, it's like look at when you start dashing back,
Oh gosh.
right? And she's
Yeah,
like
so
literally
far.
started down smashing. Um, and that's kind of like I guess what that says about the situation is that like I think it's probably worthwhile for you to like think about how far Samus can actually go when she does wave dash off aerial, you know? Because I think if you knew like perfectly, what probably would have ended up happening is you'd be like, okay, Samus can't hit me. Her bear stops at like pretty much, I think, right here. And guess what we see? Oh, her bear stops right there. And it's like, if you knew that, you could literally already be dashing back, right? And then you could get a true whiff punish. But instead, you know, you start dashing back all the way from back here instead of right here. And so it's like, that matters because, look, she's actionable. And what if she was like, instead of trying to down smash, she's shielded. And then you're running shined, and then she upbeat out your shield, you're running shine. And then you get tech chase down smashed, something horrible happens, and you die, right? Um, and so yeah, I think that's worth thinking about, like her threat, like her active threat range or her effective threat range, and like maybe setting up a situation where she does like waveland off aerial and like practicing like getting the correct what's it called, like running shine timing, right?
Hmm.
But good up smash, good up tilt, nice shucking. Yeah, good shucking. I do want to say, do you feel like when you did this up air that you did it preemptively and you were reading no fast fall, or that you did it on reaction to something?
For sure on reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because this entire game I played, uh, well, this session I was just like playing super super slow,
Yeah.
just like not even moving, not even inputting moves, and just like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of emphasis on reaction points
Yeah.
uh recently.
Okay, that makes sense. I think in this specific position, you can't actually react. And like, so it's like, I guess there's, you can react, but if you are going to react, the only thing that you could like check is if they do an aerial or not at the top of like their, like, at, after this double jump. And so it's like, I think you could see that she started bearing or down smashing or down airing and being like, okay, I'm gonna like hit her, but I don't think that you could like react if she fast fell or not.
Mm,
And
no.
so I feel like what ended up happening is you like spend a lot of time like checking and like look at when you start moving. She's like landed before you started moving, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like if she was like,
Is the danger that she can shield
yeah, she
and
could like
then
shield, she could do run off aerial, she could, if you decide to bear, she could CC and like whiff punish it. That's like the danger,
do you think
right?
like my drift, like even if she shielded or like crouch canceled, like I'm still in danger? Like
I think with your drift, you ended up not in danger though. But then it's like, I feel like if you want to do the safest possible thing, you could just go at like the latest, like active time. I guess essentially
mhm,
that like
right.
you could go at the like latest preemptive time that perfectly lines up with her doing no fast fall, right?
Okay.
Because it's like
Yeah.
reacting. If you're gonna do the latest possible thing, anyways, I don't feel like reacting at like, if we look at the situation, reacting doesn't add any value to this situation, right? You're gonna
I
like
see.
end up doing full drift forward up air anyways, right? And so
Yeah.
it's like if you want to be as safe as possible and you feel like doing this drift forward up air wouldn't like get hit, um, like if she were to shield or something, why not just go with the latest preemptive timing and like actually get the whiff punish on this, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is fine. I think something that you should probably be aware of. I feel like, I don't know how nitpicky this is, but I feel like on reaction to seeing her bomb and then drift to the left, I'd be willing to wave dash to the left to like center myself around her, right?
Right.
Like it's better for her to be directly above you than to like be at like an angle, just because it's easier. And so it's like, imagine if you were directly under her now, you know, it just feels more comfortable, even though I feel like she's over the platform anyways.
At the very least, just like dash dancing directly under her at all times.
Yeah, I think if you can, like stand still, it's good. But
Okay.
I do wave
Yeah.
dash so I can stand still. And I'd be doing it
Yeah,
on
it's easier
reaction.
to do the up air
Yeah, like what if you want to
stand
up
still.
tilt, right? It's like you can only up tilt out of stand still. You can't be dashing, right?
Yeah.
Um, and just to be clear, I'd be like wave dashing on reaction to seeing her bomb and the fact that she drifted to the left, right?
Mm.
Like you'd see that she moves to the left, and that's why you're wave dashing forward. And then I feel like if you did that, she did this bomb to like the right. But what if you were just like standing here? You'd be like, oh, she bombed to the right. I'm gonna like do dash full hop bear towards the center, right, and hit her over here or something. Or like I'm gonna full hop up air towards center and hit her right here.
Yeah.
And so it's like you see how by putting yourself directly under her, it's not like you lost anything by doing the wave dash forward. It just made a potential set of options easier to do, and you were more like set up to deal with them. Because I feel like, I guess, the position that you ended up in wasn't like bad or anything, but I guess it's that you could have been in like an even better position. Because now since there's a bomb here and you're like you have to like dash, like jump through it, it's way harder to like get like a back
Yeah.
air or something because you have to deal with like the bomb potentially hitting you before it comes out or something weird. But even regardless, you still like reacted well with like her drift and stuff and the down tilt. You waited, and there's probably no chance you get hit. But I do think you could have done slightly better. Um, this is fine. I feel like at this point, once you like see her drift to the right, you could follow her. And so it's like at this
Yeah.
point, oh, I see her drifting to the right. You could just dash off fast fall, and it's like she can't hit you. Samus can't fast fall. She doesn't, or she can fast fall, but she doesn't fall fast, right? And it's like, you know, you could fall off and be like, just like I'm gonna walk under her and like up tilt or something, right? Like you have a lot of time to get under her, but instead you kind of like stay there and like can't directly, shark her.
I miss my dash. It might have hit like the dash up smash at the very edge.
I think only if she bared. If she just fell like she did, it would not have worked. But like, does it kind of make sense that like you do want to like position yourself directly under her when you have the chance, and that like in these scenarios you like actually have like time to do that because she falls so slowly?
Yeah, I definitely. That's just like an easy rule of thumb. Just like keep wave dashing under her.
Yeah, in here, yeah, I totally agree. Okay, that up smash is greedy. There, I feel like I don't know. There's just no reason to jump. It's like you saw her jump, and like you knew that she could potentially wave land off the platform, right? And so it's like, or at least that's what you should be thinking. Is that when you see her jump and like double jump like that, it's like, oh, she could potentially be wave landing off the platform in a way that could hit me. So I should like,
Up tilt.
I think you should shield.
Oh, okay.
Just because if you look at how much time you have, look at like this is gonna be your first actionable frame now, I think, or maybe this frame. Yeah. Okay. So you've been actionable for 2 frames, 3, 4, 5, and it's like, okay, technically you could up tilt, but look at how many frames until you get hit. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You'd be getting hit now, and so it's like, oh, you have like a 2 or 3 frame window maybe to up tilt, and it's pretty hard to up tilt perfectly in that position. Also, judge that you have the time to do that, right? And so I feel like if I were in this position, I'd probably pick something slightly safer, and I'd probably shield, or maybe I'd CC. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Nair up smash. How do you even get this Nair? I forgot to look. I don't think that Nair is very good. You kind of just Naired at her. It's like, what?
This play wasn't that good, but I still struggled with the matchup, so it's like still a good VOD.
Yeah, I agree. As long as you can recognize in the VOD that Nair probably didn't make that much sense. That's okay. That's all that matters. I guess, to be clear, why I don't think it was good is that it's like Samus. It's just like, what reason is there for a Samus to like even end up in the spot where you're there?
Yeah, that Samus is like not playing like a Samus.
Yeah, she's like dash dancing.
Dash dance Fox Nair at me.
Yeah, I feel like if I were Samus in this moment, I would just wave dash away and turn around. Because it's like, what can Samus do out of dash that isn't dash attack? And like, what's she gonna do with her back turned,
Yeah.
So it's like
at the very least, the Samus would approach with like a wave dash.
Yeah, she'd probably like, if she were to go forward, she'd do like, she would probably start dashing forward now and dash attack you immediately, and you'd get hit or something, right? And it's like, anything Samus would do would not happen from this position, and that's why I feel like it's pretty unreasonable for you to decide to Nair. It seems like the Samus was just kind of being lazy. And for what it's worth, I think it might have been valid to like Nair here in a different way. Like, what if instead of Nairing right here, what if you just dashed way forward and Naired back here? Then it's like, oh, it's an overshoot there. It's meant to hit dash back. I get that. That makes a lot more sense,
Yeah.
Small thought, but Samus jumping here should be a sign for you to dash off the platform. You being on the ground while Samus being in the air is like one of the best positions for you in this matchup. And yeah, you can just like, she can't move that much. She doesn't have good enough drift. She falls slow, and you're fast, right? And so it's like, if you're on the ground, actionable, while she's in the air, like laggy in some way or doing something weird, you can interact with that well if you really wanted to. And here she's invincible, obviously, but she also ran out of invincibility when she was on the ground, right? And so it's like, you could have at least played around that and like potentially gotten value. But I feel like here you end up in a pretty awkward position, landing right next to a Samus, right? I don't know if I would have liked to be in that spot, just because something weird could happen.
Yeah, there's a down smash from her
Yep.
usually, like right there
Yeah.
or somewhere.
Um, I feel like this wave dash down was kind of weird. Yeah, I just feel like the wave dash down was weird because you went really far forward. I feel like if I were to wave dash down, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna start wave dashing down now and stop like right here. But you like
Mm.
go all the way forward to like the middle of the Pokeball and look at the distance you're at. Isn't that's like super uncomfortable, right? And you're probably
Yeah,
like,
like
fuck, I'm so
perfect down
close.
smash range.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, I'm so close. I gotta jump or something to get out. But it's like, what if you just stopped back here, would not get hit by a back air or anything, and if she did missile, you'd be comfortable like shielding it, you know? What the heck happened here? Just cut your dash dance. That actually happens a lot. It kind of sucks. Sometimes you just have to jump. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can like if you have better tech skill, you could do like wave dash, like even like wave dash up tilt or wave dash up smash, on Samus for smashing your shield. Um,
Yeah, I think I recognized I was so late.
that you like didn't
Once,
do anything, which I think
yeah,
is
I
good.
knew. Yeah, I
I,
was like, oops.
I think it's good that you recognized, but just you can actually like do something about it. Um, there was maybe okay, probably fine since she was ASDIing, but do know that even on like super spaced bear, late bear, you can still get CC down smash sometimes. So try and be
Mm.
like I don't know. I don't think bear you could have gotten it because she had the ASDI down, and ASDI pushes you further back than CC. But just kind of be aware that like just because you're spacing the bear doesn't mean it's safe. Um, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Mm, in spots like these, where she like does this nair, you could just like up smash the back of her. Does it? So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's way easier.
yeah, it's like, what if you like? I guess also one issue that I kind of had with the way that you decided to shark is that you dashed forward there, which is fine, but then you like wave dashed back, and it's like, why not just like stay in the spot that you were initially in, or like wave dash down here, you know? And so look at how like awkward it is, because now look how much space there is between you, and you're like, I want to make up that space, but you decide to start making up that space when she's like already at the point where she's making a decision coming down, right? And so it's like now
Mm.
it's kind of awkward for you to decide to like to hit her, you know? And so I think that like being more decisive on like how you're going to shark or what you think will happen when you decide to shark is very like important. Because if I were in this position, I'd be like, oh, Samus is over here, and I want to like center myself, you know, under her, and so I'd probably do dash, wave dash, so I'm facing forward and under her, and I'd end up around right there, right? Which would be, you know, fine. And then I'd be like, oh, she like went back. I'm going to check and see if she continues to drift that way. And then if she does, I wave dash back. And if she doesn't, I'm going to keep standing here, right? Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
I think, I guess, what would make this like super clear is that like when Samus bombs in the air and she's like, the higher up she is when she bombs, the more time you have to just look at her drift before you decide to do something, right? And so it's like, if you literally see her start drifting to the right, you could decide, since she's so high up a lot of the time, you could just decide, I'm going to go under her, and it wouldn't be a waste of time, and it'd be completely fine. And I guess the sentiment is that you have the time to do that. And it kind of feels like the way that you're approaching sharking her is like similar to other characters when you don't, you like have to guess immediately. But with Samus, you don't have to guess. You can actually check if she does things like bomb and stuff, and you can at least put yourself in a good position horizontally to deal with it. Obviously, she still has mix-ups with like fast fall and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
or like if she aerials or what aerial she does, but it's like, you know, you have a lot more control over it. And I feel like the way you're playing isn't like necessarily expressing that control.
Would you uh throw out a full hop up air, kind of like in that spot. Like here, you just like where you decide to make a read, try to shark a up air.
Um, I think if I was positioned here instead of back there, and I ended up in like this position where she's drifting forward, I would like probably do like dash back full hop rising bear because it if it's out before the nair, you have enough priority to like hit it, and
Mm,
like it's a bigger move, and like it covers since you're hitting higher up, you cover way more like fall timings, right? Just
yeah.
because she has less time to drift. So I do that because it's like the most consistent thing in that spot, and hitting her towards the corner is good, and I still can shark her because she's really high into the air, right? But
Yeah.
I think that would be better. Up air in this
Okay.
spot doesn't really make that much sense, just because like she's gonna go up anyways, and it wouldn't kill, you know?
Okay, I gotta add that then. I don't really do the back air sharks.
Yeah, and I actually want to show you a match of me playing against the Samus because I that's like something I do a lot, and I think it's just like if you don't feel like being specific, but you want to engage in the fall mix up, you could always just do the full hop rising bear, and I think it's like pretty fine if you just want to like generally play the situation well. Sometimes you can be more specific with like wave dash up tilt read stuff or waiting to up smash or you know something like that, right? But the bear is always like a good like if you're in the right position, like if you position well and you time it well, it'll always be a pretty good decision.
Okay.
But it won't be the best every time. But it will be at least okay. Nice. Nice. Can't believe
I
you
was
died.
looking for 70%, and
Nice.
then I know that's a kill.
Yeah. I also do want to say that this was not a true combo. She could have jumped out like definitely now, but maybe a few frames ago.
Mm.
Um, and that's something to be aware of too. Can you kind of like? I guess
It's
maybe if you
probably
just don't know, but
it's me acting out of details. I think I'm slow at the detail.
I think
Oh,
you acted out pretty fine. I think it's just that on DIs like this, where she kind of is DIing away, or it's not like the tip her hit down tilt. It's just hard to get a true combo because she goes really far horizontally.
I see.
And I think it's good to be aware of that because I feel like your tech skill is generally pretty good. Down tilt, you dash out of it reasonably. I think you dash a bit too far. I think you could jump earlier and then use your jump momentum to get there, which would save you some time. But
Yeah,
I
that
think
makes sense.
that yeah. But even regardless, I think you executed it pretty well. It's just sometimes on DIs like this, it's like slight DI away, full DI away, and maybe no DI sometimes on like the bad hit of down tilt. You just it's hard to get a true combo. And maybe you don't get a true combo. And it's just good to be aware of that. Oh, this was really bad.
Ooh, I landed in front of Samus.
Yeah, I feel like what if you just like double jumping wasn't the worst idea because you saw her jump and it could be awkward if she just decides to swing. But like, why not double jump away? Why double jump next to her?
Oh,
You know, like why double jump towards her? What would being closer to her when she's invincible like do for you?
yeah. I'm just setting up the down smash.
This is something you should practice. Wave dashing out of shield on down tilt, F tilt, down smash, F smash. If you can get good at all of those, a lot of Samuses will just give you free combos. Um, I guess you got it anyways, but I don't think you should have. You missed your L cancel on Mr. Hill. Oh, you jumped. You tried to shuck out of the air, but what if you just like saw that she double jumped and just like wave dashed back? Isn't that like such a worse position than you like up airing when she's clearly like at the top of the screen? And look at what happens afterward. It's so awkward, you know?
Yeah, I had such good patience
Yeah, you're like
to that.
positioned so well, and then you just like jumped, and it's like no, no, don't jump, not good.
Oh,
Um, that's just bad. You like messed up, bad nair. You're like starting to. I feel like you're doing a lot of the same things, but like they're actually going poorly now. you know?
Yeah.
It's like here, you do the nair, and guess what? Oh, well,
Down
that's kind of
smash.
awkward. You miss your up tilt, time to get down smash or something, or you get down tilted. Or it's like, here, oh, you full hop next to Samus and like didn't really like pay attention to like your spacing with her and got hit, you know? Um, oh, you try to jump in to like strike her in a position where I personally would have been like, oh, I want to shield and kind of escape, you know? And so I think it's like important to recognize when things start going wrong to try and pay attention to like, did they start doing something different? Did I start doing something different? Or were there things I were doing, you know, like if I'm doing the same things, maybe that means those things are bad, you know? And like, or maybe those things are only good in a specific situation or something like that, right? I think it's important to like when things go wrong to like understand why they go wrong, because sometimes you're doing the same thing and it's like, well, maybe those things I'm doing aren't even that good in the first place, or maybe those things I'm doing didn't make sense in these types of positions, you know? Uh oh. Oh my god, he didn't forward smash? What the heck is happening? Um, yeah, I feel like honestly, there's no reason for you not to land on platform. Um, if you do full hop, just because like you could just land and shield if you really think she's gonna try and hit you, you could just land on the platform and shield, you know, and the
Hmm.
position isn't that bad. Because you see, once you land, look how close you are. It's like, oh, you see, he's just gonna dash attack anyways, you know. It like forces you into a mix up when you like didn't really even need to be in one, you know. You also could have just dashed back initially, which I think would have been a good decision, or like maybe even rolled away since you thought you were shielding.
Yeah, I think just getting back to center
Yeah, just
and then
escaping.
like just laser, get my wave shine detail.
Yeah, right. It's like, why not just play for that?
And then I just approach again. She's at kill percent. She can just come to me.
Yeah. Here, I think what you did was normal because it's like, okay, well, you turn your back, you try and up tilt, it's fine. But what if you could have seen her bear and just been like, I'm invincible. I'm going to full hop back here and hit her, you know? What are you waiting for, I guess? Right?
Yeah.
And then she like lands and it's like, this is so awkward, you know? And then you like try and whiff punch a down smash that you weren't like actually set up for, and guess what happens? Oh, she jumps into it, you get down tilted. Oh, down smash, read high. Oh, I would have charge shot you, right? And it's like you just
Yeah,
lost,
yeah.
right? And so it's like, you know, why that shouldn't happen in a position where you literally came down from invincibility and were in like one of the best positions to be in, you know?
We can go to your match, since it's getting
Oh,
close to time,
oh
and
yeah, we're getting
if
wrong.
you wanted to
Yeah,
mention
I'll
your
pull it up.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. I think we're probably gonna. It's gonna be end up being pretty similar. Um. Anyways, I'll pull up the Samus matches. Cool. Here's a random match I have of a Samus, and apparently I demolished them. So let's see how that goes. Okay, cool. Boom. Cool. I jump over missile immediately. Look at that.
Boom.
Oh, okay. That nair, you know, probably not the best nair. I definitely thought she was going to be double jumping, like she was going to get knocked off by the shine, and she was going to be double jumping back, because you kind of see how like she like wobbled off the stage, you know. And so I thought that she was going to fall and then try and double jump, and so that's why I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, she's going to jump, and so I nared, and then I killed myself. Whatever. Regardless, that's pretty funny.
Definitely some nair edge cancel shenanigans.
Yeah, you could check this. Boom, I try and running shine, something weird happens, I back her to get out. And then something I do is I do this wave dash forward, and she like, you know, tries to hit me or whatever, but I'm at 0%, and it's a forward tilt. So I bet I'm going to try and pressure her afterward. Yep, I do dash forward shield to check if she does a double forward tilt or down, you know, down smash or down tilt. And guess what? I'm probably going to get punished. Oh, I missed. What the heck? Why was my wave dash so short? Oh, I know. It's because I accidentally power shielded, so I thought I was going to be closer. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is I executed it well. You clearly see she still had lag, but I kind of got trolled by the fact that I power shielded. Well, I think that says something about my precision at the very least. Is that I expected something to specifically happen and it didn't. Cool. Read her. Yep. Cool.
Dang.
And you see how.
That's a good read.
Yep. I wait for the double jump. Oh, damn. And guess what? I see that she's bombing and she drifts forward. So guess what I do? Wave dash off, double jump there. And it's like, what's she going to do about it, you know? And you see how I'm using shield too?
Drill shield. I see.
I back air. I shield because she could up B.
Back air shield.
Yep.
Drill shield.
I do drilled. I'm like, this is a weird drill. Shield. Oh, she doesn't do anything? Guess what? It doesn't matter. I just wave dash back, right? Nice. Nice.
No.
I messed up.
I guess it's hard to up smash there.
Yeah, I guess the issue is that I didn't mean to like get up attack. I meant to do a second up B stall.
Yeah.
And so I like just got hit by that. Cool. Grab because she's shielding. Nice, I read her. I'm doing crazy shit. Cool.
Whoa.
He gets whiff punished. It's too easy. Nice. I bait him. Do the same read. Just stand there. Do the same read. And then get up attack. Shine. Okay, well, this is...
What the heck? You're just like edge guarding a Samus.
Yeah, and sometimes you can. Sometimes you can't, but like she's so close to the stage that it's like I can actually hit her a lot of the time. And so I go for this read, and then I go for like I read her falling, and then I realize she doesn't fall and she's bombing. And I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna turn my back and like, you know, try and avoid something. And I know that she's like doing this weird freaky bomb jump shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna read her bomb jumping and then like try and hit her, you know? Here what I should have done instead of grabbing ledge is I should have done like dash back, dash forward full hop, and like shine the air dodge. Because that's the only option she has if she wants to live. Just because she can't up B, she doesn't have double jump, the only thing she can do is air dodge grapple, right? And so here I should have done dash back, dash forward, and set up like a full hop shine on this. But regardless, I should have shine there too. That works out. And then I give her space, and then she dies. Cool. Nice. This is a classic read. It's just like, look, I understand where Samus can hit, and I'm like spaced completely outside of anything she could do. And I see her drop, and I'm just like, I'm gonna up smash, you know?
Wow, you can punish the nair so much sooner.
Yeah.
Like it's still out, but then it disappears like as soon as you go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wave dash shine out of shield on down tilt, pretty good. I should have wave dash up smashed, but wave dash shine is still alright. Nice. Really good spacing. Samus, it's the back of Samus. What's she gonna do, right? So I just wait for her to up B. And guess what? I do the thing that I talked about where it's like she goes into the air and I like center myself, right? Look at where she's at. I know I've reached your bombs, and guess what? I'm directly under her. And this gives me an opportunity to like potentially like read something comfortably. And I'm like, okay, well I want to read her like drifting to the like this side and potentially hitting her. I mess up my up tilt and it would have hit, but whatever. Yeah. I'd rather jump in. You know.
Laser.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Nice. Shine, reader bombing. Nice. And she's dead. Cool. Go for the same exact read. And here I actually do something different, and guess what? I like try and jump up to like hit her when she's like falling, and guess what? I get hit by some weird bomb invincibility. Something freaky happens. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, you know? And so it's like jumping up there might just not be that good ever, you know? Why not just stay under?
Yeah.
Nice. I do this bear. Nice. Space. I bait out that. Wave dash up tilt. Oh, I tried to space that out. Nice. She jumps.
Yeah, the back airs are putting in crazy work.
Yeah.
That's the wave dash down.
Yep. Oh, I messed up.
It's the run off platform.
Nice. And then I've read him wave dashing on the shield. And you kind is it like kind of clear how like I'm kind of following the rule that I talked about earlier, where it's like I'm not going to directly interact with Samus. I'm just going to let her do her thing, and then I'm going to hit her for you. See? it's like all these times where I'm just like dash dancing. This is just me like waiting, you know. I just am waiting for her to do something. I don't need to like directly interact with her.
Yeah.
Boom! I waited for her to drop through. Okay, whatever. I go down. I bear to center, and then guess what? Bear full hop, dash dance. Wait for her to do something. She gets hit. Guess what? We're gonna go back to neutral soon. Okay, boom. Oh, I waited for her. She double jumped. I was ready to hit her. Guess what? Oh, we're gonna go back to neutral soon, right after this. And then I'm gonna start dash dancing. I tried to read her going forward. She didn't. That would have been her doing something. Here, I wait for her to do something. You know, see, even still, I start lasering because she's like not. Here, I'm waiting too. There, I go for a read. There, I use shield in the way that I talked about, where it was like you could kind of use shield if you think something's gonna happen, just because it's like she has to grab you if she wants to beat it. Boom. I'm waiting for something to happen. Oh, she dash tags, and then I read. Right. And it's like that entire time, I went for like 2 reads, but I was just waiting, you know? I was literally just waiting. And I think that's like really important to like realize with like Samus is that like you don't get to just hit her. You just have to like wait until she does a thing, and hopefully it's bad enough to like, you know, let you hit it for free. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, I think I have another game against Samus that is I would probably want to show you, and we could go through it pretty quickly. I wonder what. Maybe it's August. It might have been August, because I know I showed it to No when I was teaching him the Samus matchup, and it helped him a lot. So I think I want to see if I could find this one too. Oh, here it is. Yep, here it is. Cool. This is Yoshi's game. And it's gonna look pretty similar for what it's worth, just because it's me playing. Oh, guess what? I have the same exact start. Full hop over, boom, bait it out, up smash again. I up air in case she falls into it. This is awkward because there's a platform here, and sometimes I think that incentivizes you to jump up, but like I'm only jumping up because I think it's like in my head the way I see that full hop up airing there is like the high risk, high reward thing. Even though I actually don't think it's that risky, but yeah, that's like why I think you could technically like do dash back wave dash and end up like right here, and you could like it's more effective overall, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Boom, she's up there. Oh, I mess up. I tried to shark her. This was like she goes up there. I wave dash. I tried to up tilt, but I jumped. Yeah. Boom, she down smashes my shield and I wave dash. I don't think I've missed a single punish on like wave dash things, and I think that's like pretty important. Boom, I see her. I do this bear to read her drifting forward without bomb, and then when I realize that she bombs, I'm like, oh, I can read her drifting forward, and guess what? She drifts forward, gets hit by the bomb, and I messed up. Nice. This is what I was talking about with moves like down smash, where it's like they're slow that you could literally do wave dash smash attack and whiff punish them.
Whoa.
Cool. I messed up. He was dead anyways, though. Yeah. Oh, he got fucked. Damn, I broke his ankle so bad. Yeah. I messed up, though. Oh. That shot up smash is bad. You should just up smash.
Only against like versus everybody or like
Against
just
floaties.
people. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad against floaties because they are going to be holding down anyways to like CC or ASDI down, and they're probably going to accidentally like CC the shine to ledge sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I do it a lot versus like spaces.
yeah, I think it's good against spaces because they just get caught. But like, you see how he just like accidentally teleported? He did not mean to fast fall my shine. He was just like holding down, and he just teleported my shine to ledge. And so it's like, okay. You see, I'm taking my time on the platform. I waited for her to do a thing, and she got hit immediately. Nice.
Dang.
Oh. Shield. Nice. I read her way pushing
backer.
forward. Yeah. This backer is good because she's shielding. If she's like CCing, doing space bears like this is less good, but since she's shielding, it's a lot better. And boom, I read her wave dashing forward up tilt. And I go for the up air there because it kills, right? That was the sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
It's too clean.
Yeah. And also, I do want to point out how like I think it's easy to get clipped in dumb ways at low percent against Samus just because you like mess up. But like, look at what happens. I get forward tilted and I just like don't care. I'm like, oh, you can't like hit me directly. I'm just gonna like go to side plot.
Yeah, he got a hit confirm and wave dash backward
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's in
Right.
danger.
Yeah. It's not like a good spot for him. You know.
That's
Um,
pretty funny.
Here I actually mess up a punish. I do a pretty bad full hop. I don't react well, and then I miss a punish on a down smash on shield because I go too early, and I die for it. So I think that says a lot about how important it is. Nice.
Hmm.
Oh, he just killed himself. That's pretty funny. No, I messed up and I died.
Shine Rising there is
Yep.
good.
Yeah, that's something that I like doing against characters like Samus, Sheik, just like characters that are like off stage and like trying to jump back to ledge. Because I do a shine to cover them falling, and then I do a drill that like potentially hits them when they're coming back up, right? And so
Yeah, that's really good.
it's just like safe to do because they're like preoccupied anyways. Um, nice, nice. Oops, I messed up. I wonder what I meant to do. I think I played neutral pretty well though. Yep, I saw her move forward and dashed all the way back, and then was like, but I just completely dropped the ball. Does that kill? Damn. And then again, I go for an up air when he's in the air because it kills. So like the risk reward's like different.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think right now with like Samus, the biggest things that you like need to be aware of, I guess, are like learning. What the heck is this? Learning like I guess how to like effectively be evasive or like how Samus hits you so you can like move out of the way well, and then like sharking her effectively, so like putting yourself directly under her and like reacting to what you can react to, and then understanding or like getting a better like grasp in game of like when she does things like with down smash, with aerials, with forward tilt, like what is the exact timing you need to like be hitting her at. Because there's a lot of times in your matches where like you try and like whiff punish something that she did and you were like clearly pretty late, and I think that like both in terms of like or both to say that like whiff punishing her is pretty difficult, and then also and like kind of inherently inconsistent, and then also like your timings for it aren't that great. Because I think when watching me play, it was either like I just hit the whiff punish straight up or I didn't even try and whiff punish. I was just going for different
Yeah.
reads.
I think it's just the fact that I have to think about what the punish is.
Yeah, it's like what do I
Like
want to hit her with? Yeah.
yeah, like you already know you want the up smash or like whatever the shine.
Yeah.
I'm like picking.
Yeah, and I think that's like internalizing that kind of stuff where it's like I like up smash because up smash hits Nair a lot of the time because Nair she sticks her legs out, but your up smash is big enough to just kind of beat it a lot of the time. So it's like, oh, I could up smash her Nair, or I want to up tilt because I'm directly under her, or like I want to bear just because it'll send her off stage and she'll be in the air anyways, and I can still shark, right? It's like I think kind of learning the spots where like or learning why you want to do the things, or not learning, but thinking about why you want to do the things that you want to do, and then kind of like putting them like into strict contexts, because it's like you don't want to up smash when they're directly above you, it won't hit well, but you want to up tilt or something, right? Or it's like you don't want to jump when she won't die from up air, and then like you're not spaced for bear or something, right? It's like the things that you do happen in specific situations, and I think thinking about those things will like help you in general a lot, just because at some point it'll like be less like manual. It'll end up being automatic.
hmm
Do you have any other thoughts?
Um, I think the biggest thing I'm struggling with is like finding people to play.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
like the Peach Discord, I've been
I know you
spamming
sent me
that.
a picture, and there's just like 5 messages in a row with no
I played
responses.
I played one person for 10 minutes.
That's
I'm
so
like,
awesome.
it's just like I don't know anyone that plays this game,
Mhm.
and then I also can't. I like use every single Discord, college Discord, state Discords. Like literally nobody wants to play this game.
Yes, it is. Even though there's net play, it's so hard to find people. I don't know how, but I think that if you like, I guess that probably means that if you like really want to get better at these matchups and you don't feel like you have people to play all the time, that like you should put or you could put more effort into like VOD analysis or like solo practice to like make up for it.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of things you could do where it's like I am going to solo practice in a specific way that will like make me ready to play against this character. Like shadowboxing is a great thing because it like at least in your head it simulates literally playing the interaction against like another person and that like is preparing you for it like actually happening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you want to like still practice when you feel like you can't like find people to play, but like really honing in on like those skills is important. And you know, at some point we could talk about it. I'm sure Sammy has like a lesson, or he has a lesson on solo practice and all that stuff. I have one on solo practicing too, somewhere in there.
Hmm.
I don't remember. I think it was with Kano, or whatever. And there's like, you know, you could find there's resources, I guess. You know.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Mm, yeah.
That's
That's
all I
all.
have.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, have a good rest of your week.
Yeah. Good luck with your exams and stuff.
Man, I'll try my best. Okay, thank you. See you later.
All right. Peace.